very good. Oh my God, I am so excited. When you messaged me, I was like, hell yeah, we're going to do this. Absolutely. I am so excited, honestly.
I'm honored that you agreed, because I know that you say no to a lot of podcasts, like a lot of people who say,
Do you
please
know
can
what?
I interview you? So I'm flattered.
No, listen, we know each other for a long time. And also podcasts, you just have to really want to do it. You know what I mean? You just have to go there because you're talking things. And I'm not telling no to lots of people, but some podcasts like, you know what, it's not for me right now. But with you, I know you for such a long time. I was like, let's just have fun. And I miss you. I haven't seen you for a long time. Last time I
Yes.
saw you, we went to see Romeo and Juliet. I will leave it there. We had such a good time.
Oh my
So
gosh,
it's
we
an
have to
honor.
share this. So basically, Arthur, everybody needs an Arthur in their life, because I just had my heart broken. And we were in Germany at the time when I found out.
Oh my
I was
God.
about to
Why am
jump
I
on a
laughing?
motorbike for BMW. And we came back and we did lots of yoga. And then we decided to go and see Romeo and Juliet at Clapham Picture House. So Arthur and I go along as a date. Brian let you out for the night. And it got to the interval. I looked at you and I was like, so are you enjoying it? And you were like, yeah, baby, yeah.
I
I
was
was
trying
like,
to be
do you
polite.
understand it? And what was your reply?
I went, no. Guys, I love Shakespeare, but I thought it's going to be Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes. Like Claire Danes?
Yeah.
It was Romeo and Juliet, Shakespeare.
Yeah, like
Mamma
real
mia.
Shakespeare.
I'm
I
a
mean, it's
foreigner. I'm
beautiful,
from
isn't it, to
Armenia. Oh,
watch?
it's stunning. It was beautiful. Aesthetically, it was absolutely stunning. But to understand what they were saying,
No. I didn't have a
no.
Scooby-Doo either. So I looked over at you and I could just see it in your face. Like, you didn't even need to say anything. I mean, it was amazing, but that's why I always call Arthur my Romeo now, because
Yeah.
it's just our little secret language that we just don't understand anything. But it definitely helped me. Like, you helped me through just a broken heart. And right now I feel like you're helping everybody through this lockdown with everything that you're creating in life, because you are Mr. Positivity. And I swear to God, like, you can create anything that you truly believe with your heart, no matter how cheesy it
Thank
sounds.
you.
It's so true. So Arthur, how has lockdown been for you over this past year?
Oh my God, what a beautiful words. I love this.
Oh, thank
Thank you
you.
so much,
Thanks
first of
for your
all.
influence.
And do you know what? I think it's been hard as everybody else. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so weird. We're creative people. We're from this industry that we entertain people on a daily basis. But it's the first time in my life, in 20 years I've been in the showbiz, it's the first time in my life everything literally shut down. I will never forget, as you know, I was living in Los Angeles the past 2 years, and March 2020, 15th of March 2020, everything literally shut down for me. But it wasn't only me, the whole world. So it's been hard for my business, but life, I'm always staying positive. No matter what's come my way, I have to stay positive. I have to push myself forward. Every day I wake up, okay, what can I do now? What can I entertain myself with? Or who can I talk to? And so I don't let myself getting down, basically.
And that video, Megan Trainor, I feel better when I'm dancing. You got all the kids involved, didn't you? So tell us a bit more about that, how they sent the videos into you.
So yes, we now, like after what's happened, we moved to Ireland, and I've been in Ireland, which has been absolutely a blessing. It's been amazing being here. So one day I woke up and I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep people's spirits up, because I think in Ireland we're the longest lockdown right now. And I was like, what can I do to make people happy? And I have decided to create this little video with everybody dancing. And I said to people, please do not worry. You don't have to be a dancer or professional dancer. You don't have to do a choreography, any routine. Because, people get shy or they're scared to do things like that. When you tell someone, please, can you dance? They're like, I can't dance. Don't be shy. So I randomly posted this video on my Insta story saying, guys, I'm going to do this challenge. Please send me 20 to 30-second video. And I'm going to edit. You have this deadline. And then I'm going to edit a little video. But bear in mind, I'm doing this without thinking, oh, I'm only going to have like 2 people sending videos. Nobody's going to do that. Oh my God. The deadline was, I think, for 7 days. In 7 days, I had so many videos.
Really
And
amazing.
I was so proud. It was even hard for me to edit because I wanted to put everybody. I wanted to put everybody in that video. But I was like so overwhelmed. And lots of messages after that saying, you know what? I regret so much I did not do it, because now seeing what you've done, Arthur, I would have so loved, even if it was a second, like shaking
Oh,
my head, shaking my booty, I would have so loved to do that. And I
yeah.
said to everybody, don't ever be shy, guys. Life is too short. We just have to have fun. Don't analyze what's coming. Just do it.
Yeah,
Just
just
be
go
the
for
yes
it.
man. Just go for it. And
Yes.
now I have messages on daily basis. When are you doing the next video?
Oh
I
my gosh, I
promise you.
can't wait. And I'm dying to ask you, because I've seen some kids do some phenomenal Irish dancing. Have you tried Irish dancing yourself? Because I would love
Thanks
to
for
see
putting
it.
me on the spot. Oh my God. I've been dancing all my life, but Irish dancing, it's actually very hard.
It is, it's so
Like,
difficult. I've tried it myself and it's
have
so
you,
like it takes years to practice.
and
And I
you're
see
even
these
trained
kids,
dancer more than me. I never been trained as a dancer. You're trained, so no
you're
excuses
good
for
at
you.
fluking it, like with your freestyle, baby. I
Oh my
know.
God, baby, listen, it is hard.
It
Respect to
is.
Irish dancers. It's like, it's all coordination, because as you know, I'm a free dancer. I love express myself. I love
Mm.
moving my body, but that's such a discipline. Only your legs, the power you have in your legs. It's just, I've tried. No.
You'll have to do one of those videos where it's just the bottom half of you, like with
I've
the
done
kids,
it.
and then you do the top. And also,
And I was so
Arthur,
proud.
what makes me think of you when the first word that comes to mind is your relationship with cake. Because I know you just love, you have a sweet tooth like
Um,
me, but I think yours is on a different scale. So how has your relationship been over the past lockdown? Because obviously a lot of people, we go to the cupboards because we're pretty bored, so we just want to eat. So how has your relationship, been throughout lockdown 1, 2, and now 3?
that's been a good. It's a good question, and this lockdown didn't help me eating my cake addiction. Let's say
Okay.
I'm a sweet tooth. I love cake, anything
And
sweet,
biscuits.
anything. And oh my God, you know me so well. And biscuit. Honestly, this lockdown didn't help me, because I never stop eating. Even Brian, my husband, he went like this. Would you now wear those speedos and go on stage with girls allowed? I mean, don't even start with me, because because eating cake been a nightmare. You know what? I do not regret, because I do not regret. We're in lockdown. We're all in the same situation. If I really
Yeah.
want to have the cake, I will have it,
We
because
need the treats.
we need the treat. Well, I'm
Mm.
a little bit exaggerating with my treats, but we
But
need
then
the
you're like,
treat.
okay, I'm going to start on Monday, but that Monday never comes, does it? It's going to
I
be
have.
like April or June.
I will tell you right now. I'm gonna start on Monday, but that will never start. That will never start.
No, but I
I
love you
don't
for
know.
that
I
because we
love
can all
sugar.
relate. That's how we all
100%.
feel.
But this, I always said, I don't drink alcohol. I never drank alcohol. I don't smoke. So I think sugar was my addiction, which I love it. I love like, even when I was dancing, like people used to say, oh my God, but you're a dancer. You should not eat sugar. But I was like, I know, but life is too short. I just want to enjoy that little piece of
Yeah,
cake.
enjoy the
And it
cake while
makes
you
me
can.
happy. Like I
Yes,
always say, if
good.
that makes you happy, stop analyzing. I'm
Yeah.
always on a diet. Every day I'm on a diet. But if people follow me, or whoever follows me, they know I love my food. So I do love food. I'm not going to deny that.
No, that's good. That's what like the perks of life is, isn't it? And if you enjoy life,
100%.
you enjoy food. Now, Arthur, I'd love to go back to your roots.
Yeah.
So where did this dance journey start for you? Was it back home, or when you moved to England, to London? Can you tell us about where it all started for you?
Of course, I no, back home in Armenia. I'm from Armenia, as you know. I moved Armenia. I moved from Armenia back in 1992. When I moved from Armenia, we claim asylum in Belgium, as you know. So I always wanted to perform on stage. Doesn't matter if I was singing, acting, dancing. I always loved performing art. But
Mm.
of course, from where I'm coming from, we couldn't afford scholarship schools or anything like that. I didn't even know there's a scholarship in life. So when I became Belgium, I started traveling, and before that I got spotted in a club in Belgium back
Oh my
in
goodness.
1999. Yes, I remember. I always wanted to dance, and my mother and my father told me, like, no, you can't make a career out of it. You just have to, you just have to go to something before you go and have fun. And I went, okay. So I became a hairdresser. I got my diploma in hairdresser. And I remember I was 19 years old. I went out in Antwerp in Belgium. We were in a club with my friends dancing. And I remember this girl came and tapped on my shoulder. She went, sorry, do you want to come with me? And I went, oh, okay. So I followed her.
Just like that.
Randomly, in a club, like 1999 party. It was December 99. Just like, okay, I'll come with you guys. I'll be back with you now. I was 19 years old. What can happen? And she said,
don't do that at home, kids. Find
no,
out their
do not do
background
that
first.
at home. Do not follow anybody, everybody.
Yes.
Don't follow anybody.
Not in
But I was in a club.
2021.
We're in 2021, exactly. But it was in a club. It was safe. I knew the girl. I knew she was dancing on the podiums. I was like, oh my God, it was a safe environment at that time for me. So I went, okay. And she said to me, listen, one of our dancers, something happened. He's not going to make it. Would you like to dance? And for those who don't know what go-go dancing is, go-go dancing at that time in Europe, it was a huge thing. You go on a podium in a club and you're dancing, you're entertaining people. And for that, you just get these extravaganza costumes. You go on stage 4 times a night and just have fun. Literally the best thing you can dream of. So she gave me these shorts and this massive wings.
Are you in hot pants?
I am in hot pants. She went, yes, actually the dancer can come, but I was observing a couple of people and you were moving. Oh, I do love your moves.
Yeah.
And
if Arthur's in the room,
Oh, like I was going for gold. And she gave me these pants and we said, so can you, obviously before all this, I know there's a go-go dancers. I know there's dancers on podiums. I know what's going on in the club. So I said, well, you want me to go on the podium and dance? I'm like, okay. I was like free, like me, I'm positive. I was like, let's do it. What's what can
just
happen?
Go for it. Be in the moment.
So literally, like, be in a moment, exactly. So I was like, okay. And she said, you know what? You do that. All your friends, at that 4 people with me at that time, they will have free drinks all night. I mean, when you're 19 years old, 20 years old, party, free drinks. I know, I don't even drink. And then I said, great. My friends were excited. So I did my thing. And it was, I think, 10 a.m. I finished the slots I have to do. And then I said to her, because I really enjoyed, when you're, as you know, we're performers. When you're on stage, it's just like
the best
lights on you. It's the best feeling in the world. I can't explain. Every time somebody asks me, how do you feel? I don't know. It's like, it's a different feeling when people watching you, they're dancing with you and you're entertaining everybody. It's just amazing. So after that, I went to that girl. I said to her, can I do this again next week, same time? And she said, are you a dancer? And I went, I can be. Anyway, she looked at me from head to toe and she went, okay, next week. That's how I start my career.
Oh my goodness. And what did your parents say?
Well, at that time, I lost my dad at that time. So my dad passed away when I was 16 years old. But my mom always knew I'm going to do something. I always want to be a performer, always. So, and I started dancing. I gave up hairdressing. And I remember the big boss in Belgium I was working. He said, I love you, Arthur. Your energy is crazy. You have to stay with me. I will pay you to work outside the salon for fashion models or things like that. But please don't leave us. I'm like, okay, in the beginning, dancing in the clubs, doing hair. I mean, hallelujah, 19 years old boy. Yes, I won.
Great life.
I know. And then next week, that's how I started. And that's how kind of my career started. And I was picking up choreography. I never knew how to pick up choreography. I was just following their leads and people start, spotting me. Oh my God, there's a new boy on the block. Let's get him.
New boy in town.
Exactly. And I just started. And I remember when I started and I was like, I got my Belgian passport and said, I've done everything in Belgium. And I said, I want to travel. I really want to go to Los Angeles. It's so crazy. I really want to go to Los Angeles, but I was always scared. First of all, bear in mind, I only spoke Armenian and Russian. I only started speaking French. I couldn't speak French, so I only started speaking French. In Antwerp in Belgium, for those who don't know, in Belgium, there's 2 languages. There's a Netherlands and there's a Francophone. So I was in a Francophone side, but I got spotted in a Netherlands side. So it was all crazy mess. So I couldn't speak English. I couldn't speak Netherlands, but I was going with the flow. No fear. I have to do this. I can make it. If you don't make this, if you can't make it on your own, nobody will help you. I will make this happen. So I started working in the Netherlands, in Antwerp and Ghent, all these areas. And then after a year, start dancing, doing everything, I was like, I need to move. to make a big artist, or what I want to be the proper dancer, not just the clubbing dancer.
You need to
Nothing
surround
wrong
yourself with it. Yeah, with like-minded people.
100%. And one of my friends was moving to Italy, and she said to me, I'm going to go to Italy. Do you want to come with me? And I went, oh my God, Italy, I'm scared. I don't speak Italian. She's like, what else can I was like, do you know
You
what?
look Italian.
I know. All my life I've worked as an Italian Spanish man, not even Armenian. Literally.
In every music video, you're Spot Arthur.
Literally. Italian boy. No, I'm Armenian. Thank you. And then long story short, I literally gave up everything in Belgium after a year and a half. Obviously, I was dancing, and then I moved to Italy. One suitcase, moved to Italy. I was 5 months in Italy, started doing everything, TV shows and everything, because I was hungry. The thing is, for this, I wasn't a trained dancer. Remember, I was just a random dancer who just pick up choreography. I was hungry and I wanted to perform on stage.
You had the passion.
I had the passion. I was like, I
feel.
have to make this happen. And I didn't know no. Like the words no, it never crossed my mind. When people will say to me, like when I left Belgium, I was like, oh, I'm going to Italy. And they're like, yeah, okay. I went and I succeeded. It was really amazing. And then when I came back, one of my friends was moving to London. I went, oh my God, this is the biggest thing. And I will never forget, I was in Italy doing this massive Italian TV show. Then Jerry Halliwell, It's Raining Man came on. Oh my God, Kim. I went, that's exactly what I want to do. I said, I really want to do this. I really want to do this. And people are like, yeah, but babe, this is a different level, because Italy, it's okay. But London, I mean, they have, performing art schools. You have to train 3 years. You can't just go to London and dance. That's some of the friends in Belgium and Italy. I mean, yeah, being me at that time, I'm 21 years old. I'm like, okay. I was like, okay. They're like, you can't do that. You don't even know how to do ballet. And I went, oh, okay, yeah, I know, it's fine. So long story short, after 5 months, I told my friend who I was living with, I said, Abaziti, I'm going to UK. She went, you're crazy, but I know you're going to do it. Yeah. You're like, Arthur, if this one person will do it, you're like, okay.
It's you.
It's me.
Yeah.
I went back to Belgium and I said to my mom, I'm moving to London. She went, yeah, good luck. But she's so supportive. She's like, of course, yeah. She's like, of course you are. I went, yes, I am. So
yeah. Where there's a will, there's a way. I know once you set your mind on something, you're going, like you've already gone. Your body's there, but your spirit's already...
Oh my God, I was already doing Jerry Halliwell. I was already doing It's Raining Man in my head. I was...
Music video.
Oh my God, I was already living life. But they're like, oh my God, your life's going amazing in Italy. So again, I just went, I didn't listen to anybody. I always take things in, but I decide. So I will, when you take something, it's like a little rubbish bin. You recycle what you want to keep in the bin or not. So that's what I do. I listen to everything, good or bad criticism, but I always recycle what Arthur wants to do. And I know people are probably going to laugh or no, but I really do believe in everything happened for a reason. And everything I've done in my life, it did happen for a reason.
100%.
Especially for me to move to London. I went to London, didn't know anybody, again, suitcase with another friend of mine. She was a photographer. She lasted for 4 weeks. She went back to Italy. She couldn't come. I lasted. Like, she couldn't come. She came with me. She was like, Arthur, I can't do this. This is too hard. Like, London, it's London. I mean, for an artist,
scale,
it's not Italy. It's not Belgium or France. I mean, I lived pretty much everywhere, but it's not. And I remember I could not speak English. I was like, oh my God, my heart, my God, what am I going to do? I was just staying with a friend at that time for a couple of weeks before I find something. And I will never, ever forget. I mean, we know lots of people between us, choreographers, dancers. I will never forget. I went to Pineapple Dance Studios first time. It was in February 2002. Mamma mia.
Wow. Oh my God.
Oh my God, this is Pineapple. Oh,
yeah,
the legendary
every dancer
Pineapple.
just knows the feeling of being there. So how did that feel? Like, what do you remember from it?
You know what? I walked in and I will never forget. I walked in and I was scared. I couldn't speak English. I mean, I still can't speak English. But
you have your own language.
Exactly.
That's why you get it across with your hands, and you're just like,
but nobody can say it unless you watch this video. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Dance speaks universally.
You should have subtitles if people watching this video. Yeah. So I walked in, and Kim, you know the feeling. I mean, as a dancer, you just walk in there and you're like, oh my God, this is where the dancing happening. People are dancing and everything. I was like, oh my God, because in Belgium, in France, we didn't really see that. I mean, oh my God, my heart. And I was trying to explain at the reception that I want to do a class. And they're like, yeah, you do not speak English. Can we help you? I mean, Francais, French. And the one of the, I don't remember who it was, a receptionist girl, she went, the dancer, Marty Martiez.
Yeah. Well, you froze then, Arthur. Are you there? Hello? Technical difficulty. Please come back. Oh, he's frozen. Arthur!
Oh, sorry. Oh,
are you there?
Can you hear me? Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
You've frozen. I can hear you, but your picture has frozen.
Oh my God.
You're back. You're back. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Sorry, carry on. So you were at reception and you were
I'm at the
speaking to the girl.
reception and I was speaking to the girl and I'm at the reception speaking to the girl and she was like, oh, you can't speak English. I understand. I was like, yeah, français. And I remember she said to me, she said, wait a minute, there's a teacher who actually is French. He can help you maybe. And you know that feeling when you're just standing there, people are staring at you and there's some like give you attitude, but nothing affect me. So I went, oh my God, thank you. So Martin Matthias came and started talking to me. And I swear it's like, I just got relaxed.
Breathe.
Breathe. And he said to me, oh my God, well done. Not speaking English, coming to London, and you want to be a dancer. Good luck. But in a good luck. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, respect. Yeah.
Respect. And he told me that, in London, you have to, in London, you have to have an agent. In London, you have to, it's,
Fight
the only
for it.
one.
It's competitive.
It is very competitive. It is like so many dancers out there. And it's not like France or Spain or Italy or Belgium that everybody knew Arthur. Here, you're nada. You're like another Arthur. Do you know what I mean? And especially with no language. I was like,
yeah. And it's even harder for you. So you have to earn your stripes, don't you? It's even harder than obviously people speak English. So you're like, oh my gosh, I really have to put in the extra work and hours.
Oh, 100%. But again, like I said earlier, nothing really scared me for some reason. I think it's because where I'm coming from, from Armenia, that was nothing. I was like, what's worse can happen to me? I already had the worst happen to me. 20 years ago, a couple of years ago, I was 21 at the time. So it's what else can happen to me? It was very hard in the beginning. I used to go to see my friends who I was staying. I was like, oh my God, there was audition, but I don't understand. How am I going to do it? So I was there a week, and then there's a massive audition in Dance Attic, which is one of the biggest,
Dance Attic, yes.
and it was for, she is, if one day I can speak to her, she's the best person ever. It was for a agency called Scott Becker.
Oh,
and Lucy
I haven't heard
was,
of that one.
Scott Becker was the biggest thing. And Lucy was absolutely amazing. And she said, no, she didn't say anything. So there's an agency audition. As you know, you go to audition. And I went, oh my God, there's an agent. So everybody told me I have to have an agent. So I have to go and make it. But before that, I was doing another audition. I just saw it. I was queuing, like the Dance Attic, I was queuing. There's a massive queue. I went, oh, I'm going to do this audition. I'm just going to dance. Doesn't matter what's worse can happen. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And
no fear.
No fear. I was like, it's a free class for me. I have no money to pay for a class. It's a free class. Yeah. I might as well do it. So I remember I queued in the Dance Attic for this audition I saw. And I'm queuing and then I'm dancing. People get cut. Never done audition before in my entire life. Get cut. I got the job.
Oh my goodness. What was the job? What did you audition?
The job was to perform in Potters in Great Yarmouth. You know the Potters Lake?
Yes. Oh my goodness. So you couldn't understand. So you just
nothing.
You just kept dancing.
Nothing. And Paula and Nikki, they were the choreographer. And I remember Paula and Nikki were like, you there, you stay. They needed two boys. And between all of them, you stay. And I got the job. And I went, I can't speak English. So they're like, you got the job, like telling me, like talking to me. I went, oh my God. And I went, okay, give me 2 seconds. So I had to call my friends, Martin, please translate this. He's like, Arthur, you got the job. They're offering you for 3 months contract. I went, oh my God, I have a job. Like, it was surreal. But meanwhile,
Wow.
that I'm going upstairs to do the Scott Baker agency audition. And it was choreographed by the legendary Kim Gavin and
Wow.
Gary Lloyd. Again, bear in mind, I don't know who these people are. Like
That's probably a good thing.
Do you know what? It's good because I have no fear, but I was a little bit shy. I'm not shy. I'm lying. I was a little bit like, oh my God, everybody's got black on. Like, they're so serious. What is this? This is
What
like,
did you rock up in? Did you have your gloves?
Yes! Yes, I had my gloves on with baggy trousers, gloves on. Okay.
This is for people listening, like Arthur and his glove or gloves, like it's just your signature look, isn't it?
I could never dance without gloves. I think I'm the biggest what do you call in English again? Like, blacked so many times when I was on tours or TV shows, I will always have a glove on. I would literally flirt with the stylist to put me in the gloves. I don't know why. I had my gloves, the fingerless gloves.
I think it's a safety thing. Did you get it, I don't know, from Michael Jackson, or where did that come from? Was it from, I don't know, not Prince, but an artist?
No, it's just, I just felt power. My gloves were power. It's so funny because when I started choreographing and creating, I could not wear gloves. Once I stopped dancing, I could not wear gloves. I can't choreograph or create with gloves. I haven't worn gloves since 2010, since I stopped dancing. Yeah. So it's weird. So I just rocked up like a clown. I had like this massive red UFO trousers. I had this massive baggy t-shirt on and my gloves on with a spiky hair. So you could not miss me. But it's so funny because I did the audition. It was upstairs in Dance Attic. And then they're cutting people. And now we're in a line. And I'm still there. I'm still like, I'm hungry. I'm going to do this. And then it came to, can you sing? And I went, why do I have to sing? I'm a dancer. They're like, well, for the agency, we have to show your talent. Oh my God, Kim, I sang Notre Dame de Paris in French.
I would have loved to have been there. Did you do it?
I did it again. Why am I scared? Just go for it.
Oh my goodness.
I sang Notre Dame de Paris. And long story short, they said, thank you so much. They called me 2 hours later saying, Scott Baker would like to sign you. And literally my heart dropped. Like, I was like, oh my God, I have my agency. I was like, oh my God, I have an agent. Oh my God, I have an agent. Oh my God. But then I had to have the bad news for her. I was like, yeah, but that I just got another job.
Yeah, the same day.
That I have to go for 3 months away. She went, are you joking? And I mean, Kim, I can sit here and talk to so many stories. I think your podcast will be 73 hours long.
We've only got an hour, Arthur.
We only got an hour. But it was such a good feel. But I remember people looking at me and they're like, who are you? Like, seriously, who are you? And long story short, I went to Grey Yarmouth. I did for 3 months working with amazing people there. And also when you work in, Grey Yarmouth, it's like, when you go, it's like a holiday camp, people coming, but also when you're a dancer, you have to work at the reception and entertain people. But I was so lucky I could not speak English, so only the dance.
So you got out of that.
I did. You
are winging your way through life.
I know. I was like, no, speak English. They're like, okay, you can dance, only just be dancer. Okay. But you know what? Again, go back to what I was saying earlier. I came to UK not doing Potters or not disrespect or anything, but I came here to do TV shows, big superstars, Yeah,
Jerry Halliwell, Raining Men. That was
100%. I was like, oh my God. Okay. And that's kind of like, I was always hungry. Once I finished one job, I would never stay longer because I want to do next. Like, when you're a dancer, you have your cliques, groups of cliques. I was one of these people, I was with everybody. You could never put me artist there or artist there. I love doing everything. I will do anything just to work. I was very happy. Like, I wasn't there straight away. I want to be a choreographer. I'm a creative. No, I want to learn the business. I want to learn how, the choreographer does their job, or the creative or lighting guy. That's kind of person I was. I wasn't there saying I'm a choreographer and I want to do this anymore. I want to do this. No, I want to be a dancer. That's
Yeah,
what my
you were
goal.
very open. And then I think
100%.
more opportunities come your way because you can't put you into a box, Arthur.
No. Yeah,
When
but
it is like, what exactly is Arthur? I think you're forever evolving, not only just from your past, but even now. So what are your like favorite jobs and memories? Obviously, like you've had Girls Aloud tour, and I mean, there's been Puma, Mary Kay, BMW, like obviously as a choreographer and creative director as you are now, but as a dancer, what's your favorite memories that you like hold on to and treasure?
like you know, I've been very blessed with everything I've done. I've been like, especially like whatever, when I started dancing in UK, it was from 2002 to 2007. Those were the years before everything crashed, you know, with changing the pop world. I was so blessed. I used to do, my first tour was Liberty X in 2003. I was like, oh my God. That, I think that's one of my moments that I will never forget, because again, when I went to do the casting for Priscilla, everybody said, oh my God, you're doing the casting for Priscilla. She will never employ you. You know, she loves her cool kids, dancers and everything. I was like, yeah, but doesn't matter. I have to go and do it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, she's tough, you know, Arthur. Maybe don't go. And I went, okay, as being Arthur. And I will never forget, because again, I didn't, yeah, over my head. And it was in a big studio near the Pineapple Agency, you know, the dance studio. It was in their big studio, big city studio. And I
Yes,
will never
I've been
forget, I
there.
walked in, and so many people. And I didn't know who Liberty X was at that time. I just heard the song and
Yeah,
I
the
went, oh,
sexy video. Was it
Sexy.
that?
That's where it started. Yeah,
Sexy.
sexy, everything about
Yes,
the
I
things.
love that
And I
song.
remember when I was in Potters, the song came out. I was like, oh my God, they're a cool band. Who are they? And then the guys were saying they're from a TV show or something.
Reality
And
TV
I
show, yeah,
remember
like pop groups.
pop,
Yeah.
pop groups.
Mhm.
And I remember going back to your question, I think that was my first. I've done tours before, like artists in Belgium, things like that. But I think Liberty X was my first like detour, you
Your
know,
moment, yeah.
the moment. And
Mm.
when I did the audition, obviously there was like the dancers, you know, yo. I'm like, let's do this. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just standing there. What's going on? I don't know what's going on. And I got the job. It was 3 dancers, and I got the job. It was Princess, we call her Princess, Laura Jane, Tony Touch, and me.
Oh
So
my God, there you go. So don't listen to the naysayers. Don't
never,
listen to what
guys,
they
whoever's
say,
listening
like
to this,
focus.
you have to do what your heart desire.
Yes.
Of course, I'm not saying I'm going to be the next ballerina tomorrow. I have to be realistic.
I mean, who knows?
Who knows? You
Imagine
never know.
that.
But what I'm trying to say, it's the positivity in me. Like, I do not listen to anybody. If I listened to everybody, I would have never been in the United Kingdom. I would have never gone to Liberty X audition. Never. And then from that, I did that tour, and I said to Priscilla, everybody's saying, oh, you would have never employed someone like me. She said, who said that? I said, well, all the dancers, you know, they were talking that I won't be your cup of tea. She said, Arthur, you walked in that room, you literally burned the floor. Your energy was beyond imaginable.
You
You know
owned
what?
it. Yeah.
You owned it because you were hungry. You did it. You didn't walk in, it's like, yeah, babe, I can do this, you know? No, I was hungry. And she said, you blow my mind. And between, I mean, I'm not going to mention, but there's lots of big choreographers who were in that audition, they didn't get the job, who are actually working out. But they all became my friends in the end, because they're like, who is that bitch? Who is this bitch? Sorry for my swearing. And I went, but I don't want to be friends with someone being shallow. I just want to be friends with people who really get me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Arthur, can you carry on for 2 seconds? Talk to them. The doorbell's just gone. It's an Amazon delivery.
Go away, Amazon!
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Carry on. Give words of pearls of wisdom.
And so when I got the job, I was like, do you know what? I'm going to make this count, every single minute of it, because it's the best feel in the world. And so, yeah, I did the tour. So I think that's going to be one of my first memorable jobs. But also, obviously, I toured 4 years with, Girls Aloud. That was epic. Girls were like family to me, and I really enjoyed every single moment with them. And the girls literally looked after me like I was part of Girls Aloud.
I'm back. Girls Aloud. Yes. Tour.
Yes. So yeah, tour. I like Girls Liberty X will be my memorable first startup with them. But then also Girls Aloud, I've done for 4 years. Like, I was so blessed. I will never forget that every year they used to do the audition again for the tour. And people used to say to me, but why are you doing the audition? Because they already know you. I was like, doesn't matter. why do I have to be big head and saying, oh my God, they know me, I'm not going to do the audition?
Yeah,
No,
you can't take
just
it
go
for granted, can you?
100%.
Yeah.
And I went, did the casting again, and got the job again. So I was very blessed. I mean, there's so many camps, so many amazing, memorable shows I've done in my life. It's just,
well, I feel that because you had that thought, Arthur, of Jerry Halliwell, Raining Men, is very similar to Girls Aloud energy and like Liberty X energy. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Like it's on the same frequency. So I think
100%.
because you put that thought out there and that intention, and you are so hungry for it, and you don't take the negativity, you are so positive. Like if you're in the room, I remember when we did yoga together and there was no mirrors, but I could hear you. Like we were doing Wild Thing and I was just like trying not to giggle, because obviously once you giggle you can't stop, but I could hear you, like you know where you are in the room, like even if you're doing Savasana,
I was dying.
you can hear you. Yeah. So like when you are in the room, and I'm lucky that I got to work with you, like you were the choreographer and creative director, and you just have so much fun on a job. And I can understand why people wanted to employ you again, because there is no one like you. You are one of a kind. And I know you love peacocks, and I love like your turquoise ring. And you are so creative, aren't you? And artistic. And I think kids need that right now. Like they need that passion and that love, and to know your story, like to know your background of, okay, you haven't had the training, but at the end of the day, the most successful people haven't necessarily had the training, or, you know,
100%.
like everybody else. You have to be you and know what you want.
That should never stop you. That should never stop you, because there's so many people, kids or adults even, want to do things and they're always scared. But how, where, doesn't matter, especially these days, like YouTube and research, social media, it's so easy. You can find so many things. So don't put yourself in a box. Just get out there and do it. If you want to start a bakery company, just start. Why not? Who said you can't? You know what I mean? If you love cooking, do it. At least if you don't, like I always say, if you don't ask, you don't get. If you don't try, you will never know. Do you know what I mean? You have to. My goal was to do that, to come and succeed. And thank God I did it. And I succeeded, which is great. Yes, they might say, Arthur, it's easy for you to talk because you've done it. But at the same time, nobody helped me. I will never forget when I was actually in UK at the beginning, you know, I got my first agents, great, but there was things nobody was telling me because I was the foreigner. And I remember, you probably don't know, but there was a choreographer called Luca Tomasini, who ironically I did Jerry Halliwell for. And
oh my gosh, you actually got the Jerry Halliwell dream come true.
Yes, I did. You know what? So Luca Tomasini, he was one of these big agency, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, are you Italian?" I was like, "No, I'm Armenian." They're like, "Oh my God, is this choreographer? He will love you. You're so his type." I mean, "Oh, do you mind putting me in touch?" They're like, "Yeah." Nobody helped me. I can hand on my heart tell you,
helped yourself.
I was in UK, nobody helped me. But there's another foreign guy, Rafael, Spanish dancer. He was there with long hair. He went, baby. Oh, I'll put you in touch with Luca. I'll put you in touch. He literally put me in touch. I sent my stuff to Luca. Next day, he called me for Jerry Halliwell.
Without you even telling him or saying anything?
You know, obviously, he's seen my pictures and he's seen some of them. Me dance. I think I was on top of the was. Hi, Luca, I'll be on top of the pops tomorrow. I'm the guy with dark hair and with little, beard. I was always dancing with the beard.
So sexy.
Always.
Yeah.
So I was so lucky, and thanks to him, because at that time, don't forget, there was no YouTube, Instagram. There was only like MySpace just started.
Yeah, you were making TikTok videos before TikTok even came
100%,
into this world, right? It's true. You need royalties. Like
exactly. I was like, I remember with my little camera. It's so funny because on Girls Aloud tour, I was the only one allowed to have camera and pictures. Like
you were the only one. How come? How was it
because
only you?
Because they didn't allow anybody. Because I always, before social media, I was already obsessed with social media. Without even I knew there was social media. And I used to do CDs for all the girls. Once the tour finished, I would do CDs, burning CDs for everybody. I think even when they had the Glitter, the book, they released a book, half of the pictures is my pictures. And they said thank you to Arthur. Because I used to love videoing and taking pictures, because from where I'm coming from, those memories were the biggest thing for me. Do you know what I mean? I have to remember those memories.
Yeah.
Now,
you see art, don't you? I know, obviously, like from, you know, your hairdressing background and being a dancer yourself and then going down the creative path, even just in normal life, like even within your home. And if you watch like Arthur's videos, you know, YouTube, Instagram, whatever it is, you see art everywhere you look,
I
don't you?
love
I
it.
swear you have that artistic eye.
I love Kim, you smashed it there
Mm,
where you're saying it's so weird. Sometimes I will drive home safe driving, but I'll create things in front of my eyes. I'm like, oh my God, I see this and that. I'm like, oh, I'm home. This is beautiful. But like I create everything I do, I see things. Like it's
yeah.
weird in my head. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
I
think
just
you just have
love
that gift. Like some people are more creative than other people. I think everybody has creativity within them, but because you've used it so much, it is so powerful. And I think you can manifest things. So you have a thought, and because you're so open to it, you don't stop it, and therefore it comes to you. So you could literally say anything, even if it's the other side of the world, America, Iceland, Poland, I don't know.
I know you're
You could
right.
invite it to you.
Listen, all my life, when you're Armenian, when you know an Armenian person, you know that America is the goal to be in America. I
American
remember
dream.
like it's when you're in Armenia, because in Los Angeles there's so many Armenians. Like Armenians are in France or Los Angeles. I remember back in 2008, 2007, I was on tour with X Factor, and I told my friend Shalina, I was like, I'm moving to America. I'm single, and I want uh, obviously I wasn't single with someone
Meet
else, but
people.
no,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I wanna,
It's
I
another
wanna,
video.
hello, hello. And then no, at that time I was single. I was like, I'm going to America. I want to move to America. It's my dream. But I was scared in the beginning. That's why I came to London. If it didn't happen, I could go back to Belgium. 2008, I was meant to be going to America. It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't the right time for me. So I moved in with
Timing.
Shalina. It
Hmm.
was perfect. But then when I go back with Brian, we got married and everything. I remember I said to Brian, I'm going to go to America one day. I want to make it happen. And I remember Brian said, yeah, okay. Brian's very supportive, my husband, like very supportive. He said, okay. And I said, no, man, I'm serious. I'm going to make it happen. I started the visa procedure, everything. And people are like, oh, yeah, people do that, but then stop. I made it happen. I got my visa and I moved to America. And I
Mm,
lived the most amazing 2 years in America. But unfortunately, I had to move back because what's happened with COVID. We were planning, Brian got his visa. We were planning to be there for a couple of years. But long story, but I did it again. When I got the visa, my mother cried her eyes out because that was always my dream. That was always my dream. And when I got that visa and I literally went to Los Angeles, she was like, I cannot believe it. And I remember I was in the car with my sister, my mother. I got a call from my lawyer saying, congratulations, it passed. You got your visa. Literally, three of us were like boiling our eyes, like crying. And I went, oh my God, I got the visa. Oh my
oh
God,
my
I'm going to
goodness.
America. Because
Wow.
I am that person. I push people all my life. If I see
And I
talent
also
in
feel
someone, I
for,
push.
yeah,
I
I
push.
feel, Arthur, that your dad, when he's in spirit, he can do more for you in spirit than he can on this earth plane. And I feel that he is a guiding
Just give me
force.
goosebumps.
You know, no, it's true. I do honestly, when you're saying that, I mean, Arthur and I are very open spiritually and intuitively. And I feel that he has a big influence on your life, you know? So
Just
I know
looking
he's there, and your roots, and you know, the fact that your mum is so supportive, and you got your dream, you got to go to America. Who gets to say that?
oh my God, like I was in America after 6 months, I was on a TV show. I was like, please somebody pinch me. Like, please somebody's like, this is unheard of. Do you know what I mean? I do not regret anything in my life. And I think
Mhm.
that's what people should never regret what they do, because it's like a journey. Do you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
have to do mistakes, or you have to go through things like that to realize what's good, what's bad for you. So do not regret things you do. Like
I
it is
do.
what it is. It's your path, it's your journey. So
Yeah.
that's exactly what you have to do. If you're meant to be eating that chocolate 3 in the morning, just eat it. It's meant to be.
Yeah, why not? What is your mantra, Arthur, that you say to yourself? Like, do you have something that you say to yourself that is like your affirmation that you say to yourself each day? Like, what do you say in your head that gets you through and makes you show up and be so amazing and a positive light in this world, especially
Uh,
now?
I always say life is too short. You don't
Mm.
know what's going to happen to you next day. You do not know. So I don't know if I have a mantra, or like I'm just like, the
You
thing,
live.
live, love. I live life. Oh
Yes,
my
you
God.
do.
love life so much.
Are you a
So,
morning
so much.
person? Like, do you wake up and go, good morning, like open the curtains?
Oh
Or
my
do
God,
you,
yeah.
are you a night
100%.
owl?
No,
You
well,
are
I
morning
always
person.
go to bed around 1, 2 a.m., but I always wake up
Same.
like maybe the latest 9 a.m. But sometimes night lockdown, because you can't go anywhere. So I'm like, okay, let's be cheeky. Let's go until 10 a.m. But it's fine. It's 10. But
Why not? Make up your own rules.
Exactly. I'm going nowhere, but I am the kind of person that
Not right now, but you will be.
Oh, I
Hopefully soon.
can't wait.
On that note, so what are you most looking forward to doing? So obviously April 12th. I don't know. It might be different rules in England than it is in Ireland. Okay. So when are you allowed out? Like have more freedom?
Well, we are waiting for April 5th, the big announcement, what's going to happen. But
Easter.
apparently,
Okay.
yes. So apparently we're going to be in lockdown still, but I don't know. There's so many rules are changing. But again, I keep saying to Brian, let's just go with the flow. Why am I going to put pressure on myself and be sad? There's nothing I can do personally. Why am I going to put pressure on myself, be sad, be angry? No, because that's actually going to ruin my day. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, if after 5th I have to be in lockdown another 2 months, it is what it is. I'm not going to fight against them. But then if they're opening, I don't even care about pub or anything. That's me because I don't drink alcohol. So I'm not talking about other people. But for me, I just want to go maybe to try to come to London and see you guys, or go to have a Starbucks with my friends in Kildare Village. You know what I mean? That's what I miss. I don't really miss that going, whoa, party. That's not me. I've never been that person.
Have you tried the Irish accent yet?
Oh my God. Apparently on my social media, apparently
I can't wait.
Sometimes get the Irish accent. But again, being a foreigner, my language is so mixed up. 1 minute I will have American accent, apparently. 1 minute Irish, 1 minute random French accent. I actually don't know what my accent is.
No, it's a complete mix. I always think of Little Ant and Dec when they go large. And then it's Johnny White used to go, oh, what's the story? Is that what they always ask? I haven't got an Irish accent.
In Ireland, they always say, oh, you're grand. Grand's like, you're fine. I don't know, there's so many. But also remember, since I'm in Ireland, we're pretty much in lockdown all the time. So I haven't really experienced the Irish life too much. Every time we try to do something,
it's just
lockdown.
Brian and you. Yeah. I see.
It's like even like we got a new house. So we used to live for 9 months in my father-in-law's house, Brian's old room. So I was with the family there. But since we moved in January, so we're on our own, really. We don't really see anybody. We just do the podcast, a couple of jobs with you on social media. We're always together. And it's the first time since we've been together, we are non-stop together 24/7. Because Brian and I, we used to travel so much, as you know, with our jobs. Sometimes I will go for 2 weeks or 3 months or 2 months. But it's the first time we're
different
solid
parts
together.
of the countries,
Correct.
different countries. Yeah.
Different countries. But it's been amazing, don't get me wrong. And it's good. We get to know, we try to, what I'm looking for is I love creating. So I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm 40 years old. Last year I was 40. I'm going to be 41. And I'm thinking, what's next for me? I've done everything in my power I want to do. I was an accidental choreographer. I was an accidental dancer. I lived 10 lives.
You're more than a cat. You're like a lion.
Oh my God, I swear. I was unpacking boxes and keep finding these albums. And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot I've done that. Oh my God, before UK, I was in Spain. Oh my God, I was in Paris. Oh my God. I was like, who? And I'm only 40, just thank God, at an amazing age. And I've done it. I've done so much. I've seen so much. I experienced so much. I'm so happy with that. So next, whatever comes, it's a massive bonus for me.
I can't wait. And there's so much more to come, like the excitement. You can do anything. I love the video I saw of Brian just saying he was just so excited to be at the house and because you've spent so much time together.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was just brilliant. And what would you say to the kids, Arthur, right now listening? What advice and pearls of wisdom would you give to them to just, obviously, hopefully we'll come out of lockdown soon, but something that you've learned over the past year? What would you say to the kids right now who want to, go into dancing or go into whatever creative endeavor they want to obviously sometimes from family influence or friends that you've gone through? What would you say to them as being their guide?
I will say, listen to everything people say to you, but choose what you want to listen personally. Because the thing is, people will put you down. There's a jealousy, there's a bitterness. But if you really want to do something, go for it. Go for it. Because again, I repeat, if you don't try or you don't ask, you will never know, because later on you will regret. So do it. If it doesn't work, doesn't matter. I always believe there's something for everybody. There is something for everybody. I feel like so sorry for all the graduate last year, they finished colleges, dance colleges, etc., and everything stopped. So they haven't experienced the dance or performing or staging. They haven't done that for a year, and they just left college. But I just want to say, don't lose hope, because once everything up and running, go even harder on it. You had a year to think about it. Go even triple time harder, because now there's no excuse. You had a year to think about what you're going to do. Maybe make even better your I don't know, your CV, make it better. Like, how can I even explain?
Create
bit harder
in your garden.
Create.
Yes,
100%. Just like there's no excuse now, because if you've been in lockdown, you've done nothing. Now coming out in 2021 or 2022, there's no excuse for you, whoever you are. Because what everything happened to us, now I'll be even hungrier. If I was in your position at 22, 21 years old, just got graduation, I will go to every casting. I will go to every audition. I will message everybody I know to make it
do
happen.
the work. You're so right. Like when you have that feeling and that passion, like people can hear in your voice, you're like, oh my gosh, who is this man?
Go for it. Like, go. I have, don't give me excuses. With excuses, nobody gonna succeed. Do not give me excuses. If you want to do a show reel, I remember, you want to do this and this and this. And I remember we were so amazing, Kim. You went and done it. I remember you want to present, and now you're doing this podcast. It's amazing, because I remember saying, oh, Art, I just did my show reel. Do you like it? I was like, oh my God, well done. You did it. The person just talk, but you also walk the walk.
You need
know
the
what I mean?
action. Yes.
Exactly.
Transformational action in action. You have 100%. The power to do it. And also, Arthur, when you're saying that, I think of my mum and the conversation that I had with her recently, especially to the kids right now. So obviously, if you tune into the media, listen to the news, listen to the radio, there is a certain collective energy that is saying, oh, it's so hard on the kids right now, and all of this. And you know what? You can change the channel. Like, you can choose to listen to a different collective energy. So tune into Arthur's channel 100%. Or tune into whoever inspires you and listen to them. So I would say, guys, right now, no matter what age you are, even adults or even older than us, definitely you can feel what excites you, can't you? Like what is your passion? And that lights your fire, quite literally. So when Arthur, whenever you were before in the past thinking, oh my gosh, you turn on that song and you're like, baby, Mamma Mia, yes, this is what I want to do, Jerry Halliwell. And then you go and do it. And that is just incredible. Like,
so true, 100%. But also everything you say is spot on, because especially now with social media, you can be your own boss. Just create content.
You're in control.
You're in control. Nobody can say no to you. If you love dancing, do dance videos every day. If you love singing, do singing videos every day. I remember our generation, I had a Z card to present myself. If I was doing now, oh my God, I will have a shoulders every day. Do you know what I mean? So there is no excuses. I'm sorry. There is no excuse for doing something. And like you said, follow positive people. If you think you're feeling down a little bit, please follow positive people that actually they're pushing you to do something. Because social media, you control who you want to follow or who you want to see what they're doing.
And go from your heart.
Boss. Exactly.
I think you are that. Like, you epitomize going from your heart, and then miracles come. 100%. They come true, don't they? And then the people that you meet, you've met Brian, like you've met phenomenal people. And oh my gosh, you're Louis as well. Every trip when we were going on abroad, you always had your Louis Vuitton with you.
Oh my God, I love it.
You have your glove, your Louis. There's so many things.
You see, that's a treat, because obviously me coming from, I come from Louis Vuitton. What's Louis Vuitton? But of course, me and Brian are obsessed with our Louis Vuitton. That's a treat, because I work hard and I want to pay for a Louis Vuitton. Why not? Like Brian and I, we say we work hard for what we're buying. Like, I'm not asking anything from anybody. So why not? If you want to buy that amazing perfume, treat yourself. Like lately, I just got this amazing Jo Malone, and I was like, oh my God, that's really expensive, but life's too short. let's just spray it. I was in the room spraying this John Malone perfume. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. But who cares? I smelled good. I was walking around the kitchen doing my TikTok videos and I was loving life.
Yeah.
Why not?
I love that you're doing TikTok videos. We did, I think it was Spice Girls, didn't we? And Backstreet Boys.
Oh, I love
just
that.
before we were about to jump on the plane with Chelsea, Lavadini, Oliver
that was
Wheeler,
before TikTok existed.
Josie and Barney. Yeah.
And
you did
Oliver,
that years before. And now look at you. So are you doing lots of TikTok videos now to help you keep entertained and the kids?
I am trying to do more and more, but also I'm trying to think of my business. What am I doing next when we finish this? The days are so short, Kim. I feel like every time, because it takes also time. Of course, I'm not going to sit here saying, oh my God, amazing, did the video and send. You have to edit. You have to make sure, okay, what's the plan? What video am I doing today? Or what entertainment I'm going to give to people today? But sometimes most of the things I do, it's natural. I don't really plan it because I think to me, I don't want to be the stage acting. Let's do this. Let's do that. Oh my God. No, I just want to wake up in the morning, something funny happened. I see Brian's doing it. I'm just filming it, posting it. If I want to do a little dance today, I love this song, I'll do it. So it's kind of organic, but there's always something. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And I get inspired by people, seeing people's videos, on Instagram or YouTube. I mean, the platforms are, sky's the limit these days.
Off the Richter, aren't they? Off the Richter scale. And what is it that you are focusing on to create next, Arthur? If you could, obviously, you don't have to tell us your secret dreams, but just like one in particular that you'd like to manifest to come true this year or even in 2022.
Well, it's kind of exclusive here, but I'm not going to reveal what it is yet, but I always want to do this. There's something I'm creating, and obviously with Brian, we have a new company coming out soon. And because of lockdown, because we have so much time in our hands, we finally did it. Fingers crossed. I don't want to jinx it. It's coming soon, and I've been working so hard since last year.
So stay tuned.
Is it what?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yes.
To Arthur's channel, and we'll find out.
It's nearly there, and I am so proud. And hopefully, it's only the beginning. I mean, we were working with Brian. Always loved cocktails, so he just created Brian for cocktails, just like a limited edition to see what's happening, and he's loving it.
Wow,
people,
that's such a good idea.
Oh, it's doing so well. But this is something different. I've been working since last year because I was like, right, my industry is dead. What can I do? And I always want to do it, but because as you know, we're always traveling, there's no time. So it's the first time I sat. We have the website designed already. I am buzzing like little boy.
Oh my gosh, that's exciting. So where can we find you, Arthur? Like where can we find you on social media and your website and TikTok? Where can we go to?
So I have my YouTube channel. It's Arthur Gourounlian. I post some videos. I've actually created this video thing called All Access Areas, Arthur and Brian, because when I do social media on Instagram stories, people are missing and people love watching our journey. So I've decided exactly. Yeah. So I post all my stories now on YouTube and people are loving it, but mainly I'm on Instagram. It's Arthur Gourounlian. That's where mainly you're gonna find my journey, and then TikTok, obviously, Arthur Gourounlian. So I don't have many platforms. It's only 3 platforms, but it's a lot of work already. So I am happy to keep those 3 only.
Yes, thank you so much, Arthur. It's been a joy to see you.
Listen,
and just to speak to you.
Oh, I can talk to you the whole day. There's so much to cover. But
oh my gosh, I've loved it.
And I love the fact you're doing this, helping people. And Brian does this amazing podcast called That Becomes Him. And he says talking is therapy. Talking to people and
it's healing, isn't it? What's Brian's podcast called?
Brian's podcast called That Becomes Him.
Dead Becomes Him.
Dead Becomes Him. It's been so huge here in Ireland, and even #1, and it's a season 3 now. And it's been absolutely insane.
You're right. It's great to connect, isn't it?
100%. If you want to talk to someone, just pick up the phone and just Zoom them or FaceTime or it's so many these days. Again, no excuses, guys. Pick up the phone, call someone, text someone, talk to each other. That's it.
Cheer each other up and make each other happy, and then you do yourself, don't you? Yeah. Thank you so much, Arthur.
Thank you. Love you.
Jesus, I love you.